Let me know what you think. Should beginners street skate? I never go out and search for street spots. Sometimes when I'm driving, I look at them and I imagine what could be done there. But the problem is, as an average skater, a lot of times I feel like I don't have the ability to actually do those tricks that I imagine in my head. I feel like I found a gem of a street spot, especially if this was for someone more talented than me. We got basically this beautiful manual pad of sidewalk that's also kind of like slanted in. Yeah, so it kind of slopes in. And the other thing that's nice is I have good visibility around this corner. It might not look like it on camera over there, but I actually do have pretty good visibility around this corner. The only real problem is I'm a very average skater. So I don't know what kind of tricks I'll be able to pull off here. Obviously, I'd love to do some like ollie into manual type of things, but I'm not good at manuals. I'm not good at ollieing into manuals. Oh, what an insanely average skater can accomplish on a street spot. Part of the reason why I'm skating here today is it is insanely hot. We've got a bit of a heat wave going on. I was driving around, discovered this spot, which is 100% in the shade. Let's do something basic here. Let's ollie up, shove it, come down, switch, ollie. The skating here is going to look way less cool than I know it could. Someone else could do some really cool stuff at this spot. Alright, we got something there. I meant to come out switch, but I came out regular. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Coming out switch right there was actually a little bit scary. Oh, it's just nice to have found a 100% shaded spot. I'm sure I'm gonna get kicked out at some point. We'll see. The only real street skating I ever do is curbs. So this is kind of fun. Doing something a little different, something a little out of my element. It's kind of funny. I just changed my wheels from 97X to these 99X, and I feel like this spot right here would benefit from the 97X softer formula. Oh. I get slowed down so much right before I ollie up on the curb. It's pretty rough and gritty right there. When you are a very average skater like me, it's incredible how not cool sometimes your footage can look to yourself. Just watching the footage of the ollie up and then shove it, it's just not that cool, but that's okay. Okay, what would be good to do? Let me try to see if I can get into a manual Doing a manual on like a slope surface like this is pretty wild though, for someone like me. Alright, we might be able to do that. What I'd love to be able to do at some point is to do a shove it and then catch it into a manual, but baby steps, baby steps. Gotta learn to crawl before you can walk and walk before you can run, something like that. Okay, the slope, visually, it looks pretty sloped. But actually, when I'm in the manual, it doesn't seem to be affecting it. Oh! It's kind of funny having a session like this where like I'm not doing my warm-up, I'm not doing my basic warm-up, kick flips, heel flips, things like that. I'm just going for something. Oh, okay. Let me know, do you ever go street skating? Or do you pretty much stay at the skate park? Or skate like I have a few flatground spots that you've probably seen on my channel if you watched any of my videos, where there's just like a basic curb and flatground, and that's it. But I never go out and search for street spots. Sometimes when I'm driving, I look at them and I imagine what could be done there. But the problem is, as an average skater, a lot of times I feel like I don't have the ability to actually do those tricks that I imagine in my head. But let me know, do you skate street spots? There's a different mindset. There's a different kind of mental place you go to when you're skating a spot like this versus skating a park or skating in, I guess, your typical safe skateboard environment. You're thinking about more things. You're thinking about cars coming around, people walking around, whether you're going to get kicked out or not. You're also not trying to warm up the way you normally would. You're not trying the tricks you would typically do. And I think I might not get the result that I want in today's session. Like for me, I have this sick image in my head of like, what if I could shove it, land a manual, and ride it out there? Like to me, that would be insanely sick, and that's what I picture when I look at this spot. Or alternatively, like ollieing up, getting into a manual here, riding this curve and coming out the other way. That's what would be sick in my head. I don't know if I have the ability to pull that off, but I'm gonna try. I might not get the result that I want in this session, but I do think it's gonna make me a better skater by having to skate with a different mindset. It's actually helpful going downhill. This downhill slope that I'm landing on forces me to go faster. Dang it. Oh man, I cannot tell you how nice it is to have found a 100% shaded skate spot today. And the weather is actually what forced me to come out here today, because all the skate parks in the city that I live in, Asheville, North Carolina, are 100% in the sun with no shade. And Nashville is not the hottest place, but right now I'm filming this at the end of July. I think it's the 30th today. And like there's basically a historic level heat wave through the southeast. And Asheville is way cooler than the rest of the southeast, but it's still warm. Maybe to break the flow of things, I'm going to try to shove it up that curb. It might be deceiving on camera. This curb is actually higher than a normal curb at the front of it. Only slightly. Let me know what you think. Should beginners street skate? In some ways, I could actually see it being a negative and being like a little bit frustrating because you don't land tricks quite as frequently. The spots are a little more challenging. Let's try something weird. I'm gonna try to kind of go up into a board stall and then pop into like a nose manual. Oh my gosh. There's a very real chance that I don't land any trick that I want to in this. But I think that's what street skating is, honestly. Too slow. Yeah, there's a good chance I come back to this skate spot. Oh my gosh. Woo. Funniest part about skating at the mall, you just occasionally get teenagers shouting stuff that they think is really funny to you. And the double funny part about that is I'm a teacher. So sometimes the kids like will yell something at me and not realize that I'm their teacher. They'll yell something they think's funny. And then they'll like, I'll see them do a double take and they're like, oh crap, that's my teacher. That has happened twice and it is a bit funny. Okay, let's do ollie and then ollie. Maybe this is honestly, I guess, the first step. What would be like a warm-up for this spot actually would be ollie up, ollie off, shove it up, shove it off. I don't know. It's just interesting because like even that type of stuff is not super easy for me at the level that I'm at. Oh gosh, getting my feet set again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't get my feet set for the ollie. Lots of middle-aged people driving by that are just going to JCPenney or Dillard's or whatever, and they're like definitely confused by me right now. Oh, okay, there we go. See, I feel like right here, like, I'm not landing anything that cool, but this is building up some like very basic skills. Maybe ollie. I'm having a heck of a lot of fun doing this right now. I swear, being a teacher is so funny too. I've been skating a lot this summer, and I know I'm going to come back to school and have students or parents of students be like, I saw you skating at the mall. Yeah, that was me. Did I do the shove it and come out fakey? I think I did, but it wasn't super clean. Dang it. Rolling off a curb switch, I feel like, is a good skill to develop. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. When you are average, frees you up to just have a little fun and not be so mad if you don't land anything, you know? What is that? Oh yeah, way faster. And as I've said in a number of videos recently, I do have a newborn at home. My wife is taking care of him right now, but I don't want to be skating for hours and hours and hours and leave her alone. So I got about 90 minutes in this session, and we're getting towards the end of that. So we got about 10, 15 more minutes left of skating, maybe. Oh my gosh. The shove it's giving me trouble. Oh, wall ride? Dang it. I would also love to shove it off the curb, but that scares the crap out of me too. Basically, street skating just shows me how much of a scaredy cat I am. And I need to just commit. Gosh. Too slow. All right. Gonna come back to this. Oh my gosh. If nothing else, I'm gonna get good at ollieing up curves. Uh-oh, here comes the policia. I'm about to get kicked out. Or not. He's doing a U-turn though. Here he comes. Here we go. I'm gonna ask for one more try though. Okay. Shout out to that police officer for not kicking me out. Honestly, that stuff is so hit or miss. Like the other day, I was skating in a parking lot that was way more empty than this, way more run down than this. I was way, way out of the way, not in anybody's way. And I got kicked out by a security guard and told me I had to leave. And he said it in like somewhat a rude way. And then here, I'm at a place where I'm definitely not supposed to be skating in a mall that is open for business right now. And police officer just waved at me, and that's all. I'm gonna give this 15 tries And I'm going to give that a hard cap on 15 tries. Like, we are not going to do today what I normally do, which is I say last try, and then I try 5 more. Four. Gonna be getting my board way closer to razor tail with this session. Rough ground and scraping on manuals. Oh my gosh. I do think these X Formula wheels, even the 99, make street skating so much easier. All right, so I've done 5. Oh, goodbye, tail. I'm trying to exaggerate landing in the manual. I always lean towards the side of landing on 4 wheels and then lifting up. I've been working on landing in manuals for a while now too. Oh, okay, that was a little bit scary, but I'm actually kind of proud of myself for having the wherewithal to kick the board out from under me. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Oh. Street skating definitely puts a little more wear and tear on your board than skate park skating, that's for sure. All right, we got one more try. I promise, no matter what, I am not continuing to go because I got to go home, take care of my newborn. It would not be fair for me to come out and skate all day. It would not be fair for my wife. All right, last try, for reals. Land in a manual, baby. Let's go. I at least committed. All right, let's check the time. See if I have enough time to do the shove it. I'm gonna finish the video with 5 tries at the shove it, and then we're going. Okay. Oh! See, coming off the curb switch feels outside of my ability level. All right, last try. All right, we will give it one more try, and then we're going. Does feel like it's about to rain. Come on. Oh no. Oh, I guess we gotta practice coming off the curb switch. All right, that's all. Let me know what you think. Should average skaters street skate? Is it worth it when you don't land the tricks you normally would land? I'd say today, yes. Like, that was fun. I didn't land anything. Super cool. I didn't really get a clip, I guess that's what I would say. But I had a lot of fun. So should average skaters street skate? Heck yeah. Like, I will learn so many skills by doing that over and over and over again, going out and skating, and like your body just has to adjust to different things and your mind has to adjust to different things skating in the street than it does at my typical curb spots or at the skate park. So heck yeah, go out, find some spots. Even if you're just ollieing up a curb and coming off of it, go out and street skate. It's fun. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.